they made us an offer for 50 million. The offer came from Deontay Wilder. People keep talking about proof of funds. There was no proof of funds. To be honest with you, I don't think even proof of funds was requested. All that we requested was a contract. We went back and said, we're interested. Can you send a contract? They said, no. You've got to agree to the fight. I said, well, we're very interested in the fight, but send a contract, we'll have a look. No, we're not sending you the contract. That's the first one. Number two is dealing with some of the other stuff. I thought they said we never sent them a date, and so originally when my dad met Shelley, we talked about September the 15th at Wembley. At the time, it didn't look like Canelo Golovkin was actually going to happen. So obviously, when we sent that offer, they took nearly 4 weeks to come back because they were hoping by then we'd signed Alexander Povetkin fight. And funnily enough, that was the weekend, I believe, after Frank Warren came out and said Joshua signed to fight Povetkin. So they come out, unbelievably, a couple of days after and said, we accept the fight. Unfortunately for them, we hadn't signed to fight Alexander Povetkin. So we said, okay, obviously with Canelo Golovkin going September 15th, we're not going on that date now. We'll look at October, November, but I need a little bit of time to speak to the venues, blah, blah, blah. Obviously it's in Cardiff. I mean, like, he reads every one of my interviews, of which I've said 100 times, this fight can happen in October, November, and it has to be Cardiff. I said to him, so this is, when he accepted the offer, this was on like a Monday, I said to him, I need to speak to a few venues, I'll be back to you with a contract on Friday. On the Friday, I sent him an email, and I said, I haven't quite finished the contract, I'll have it with you in the next couple of days or 48 hours. By Monday morning, he had that contract. Okay? 5 days later, or 6 days, I think the email come through Monday morning in the early hours, another thing that he does, but I'll come on to that later. They sent me an email saying, oh, by the way, in the middle of that, they said, I know you're working on the date, time, but can you confirm it's Anthony Joshua's next fight? I went back and said, yes, that's confirmed. All right? So they know it's his next fight, and they know I'm working for October. So that date and venue thing is just another excuse for that. This is the best one. So on Monday, they say, we will come back to you with the contract on Friday. Okay? So they've had it for a week without making any comments. Now they want another 5 days till they send the contract.
Earn with Hearn. You guys remember that statement? Earn with Hearn. Eddie Hearn used to say that. You earn with Hearn, mate. You earn with Hearn. Who's earning now? Eddie Hearn. Just Eddie Hearn. Wilder isn't earning. Joshua isn't earning. And they're not fighting the person that they want to fight. Okay, scratch that. I think some way, somehow, Joshua might want to fight next year. He might want to fight Wilder next year. Why? I've heard about Povetkin, and it's not good, man. The stuff I'm hearing about him is not good. These people are telling me that this dude is a killer. Like, if Joshua loses this, then Povetkin's in that race. Like, there's no... And whoever Wilder fights, cool, whatever, right? There's a statement that I want to address real quick. All of that, Eddie Hearn talking about Wilder. Wilder's only been tested once in his life. And tested in the ring, right? Cool. Same can be said about Joshua. That Joseph Parker fight was the fight, right? Joshua won that. Kudos to him. Good for you. Vladimir Klitschko also was a fight, but let's not act like Vladimir is in his prime. He's not necessarily in his prime, and that was kind of obvious, right? What other fight did he have? Brazil, okay, easy. Who else was there? Dylan White. The Dylan White fight, even Dylan White said that when he faced Joshua, he wasn't at his best, Now he's a way better fighter. So I don't understand why Eddie Hearn is resorting to cheap shots in attacking Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder's record and what Deontay Wilder has done. No. Don't give us the distraction, Mr. Hearn. We want to know why this fight isn't happening. I really don't understand what's happening here, man. Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn have a lot to answer for. Why? They are the ones holding up this fight. Those fighters want to fight. We don't want another Mayweather Pacquiao situation. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.
This here the spot, because Tucky says you're supposed to set up shop here. Amsterdam.
Yeah, this is it. Set up anywhere inside where we got the white flags.